Namaste and welcome to the Tale of Inner Journey. Today we have with us a wonderful musician, a flute player, and his entire life has been dedicated to this art. And I have known this person from many years, many years, and before that I have known him from a distance. So there was a big fascination, and looking him from a distance, I was like, wow, I need to know this person. I need to get close to this person and see what he is made up of, because I had heard so much about him. And the more fascinating thing is the instrument that he uses, the flute. It's just a piece of bamboo, and the magic which comes out of it is truly amazing. So we are going to meet the magician who created this magic with this bamboo flute. So welcoming Ravi Shankar Mishra ji. Namaste and welcome to our program. It's an honor to have you here.
My pleasure, Kumar.
Yeah. So to start with, can you play a little bit for us so that we can go with that? It takes us into a different space. It's so, it's like it's out of the world. To start with, tell us a little bit background about you, your childhood, your schooling days, your early influences, few things for our viewers.
Childhood, I always grew up with the sound of the flute because my father, my first guru, he plays the flute and it's his passion and he's been living with it.
Yes, I have seen.
So so I grew up in my house. The atmosphere was always musical, and also there was a time when there was a big. My father was very fond of collecting these LP records. Of all the great maestros, and he used to buy those records, a new album every time. Pannalal Ghosh, Bhimsen Joshi, big salvas of Ravi Shankar, Vilayat Khan, Abdul Halim Jafar Khan. So he used to always, whole night he used to play those records in my house. So we always grew up with the sound of the flute, music, sitar.
Yes,
That
yes.
atmosphere was always there at home. So this is how we started. So he used to make us play the first teachers. He taught us the harmonium
Yeah.
and little bit of voice training. The sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. He
Yeah.
used to teach us every day whenever he used to find time. That me and my sisters. So that's how we got introduced to music.
Yeah.
And whenever there used to be any concert, he used to take us to the concert also. Venue. That's how we grew up with the sound.
Yeah.
So flute was always, he taught me the basics initially.
Yes.
It's only after maybe I crossed 15 or 16 that suddenly I realized that this is my path. I have to make this my journey.
Okay.
So that's how we started.
So since 15 you have been
Since
with
childhood,
flute.
I've been always introduced to music. I
But
was
yes.
singing little bit. I was playing the harmonium.
But full time the flute
Yeah.
has become
Maybe when I was 16 years old, suddenly I don't know. One day I went to a concert, flute concert with my dad, and that changed the whole perspective of my flute journey. I said, "This is the only thing I would want to do in my life."
wow.
Yes, yeah, play the flute.
So you studied, learnt from your father first,
Yes,
and then you went to other teachers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I studied. My father was my first inspiration. He's still my teacher.
Yes.
And then I was first fascinated with this great maestro Pannalal Ghosh, his sound of flute and
Yes,
his quality
yes,
of
yes.
sound. So then in '94 I came across Pandit Nityanand Haldipur. Is one of the greatest flute maestros
Yes. Yes.
who belongs to the lineage of Pannalal Ghosh. So since '94 till now I've been studying with him.
Okay.
Yeah, who lives in Bombay.
Bombay.
I've been a disciple of Pandit Nityanand Haldipur.
Haldipur. Okay. I think he had come to Mysore.
Guruji has
once.
come many times.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
because
yes.
I've heard him
Yes.
that he has come
I've
here.
invited him to Mysore many times for concerts. He's also come to play this Akashwani Sangeet Sammelan.
Yeah. Yeah. So your whole family is connected with flute.
My father and me,
Yes.
my sisters also, they do a little bit of singing and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm the main. Yes.
You have taken it to full
Yeah,
time.
full time, yes,
Like it's your profession, it's your passion, it's your everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have normal school education?
Yes, I had
everything?
normal education. Yes, I
Yeah.
finished my graduation from Maharaja's College in Mysore
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in journalism.
Yes.
And then criminology also was one of my subjects.
Oh, okay.
Then maybe for a few months I worked in a newspaper. Then I realized that this is not for me.
Criminology and flute.
and journalism
Okay.
and
Yeah, yeah.
house flute was not going together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then I realized I should get into this. Yeah.
That's very strange. Yes. So, having formal education, on parallel, you have learnt flute, and always the love was for the music.
Yes.
Yeah. And you play, basically, you play Hindustani classic.
classic.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So, is it because your family, there was already influence of the Hindustani classical?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Basically, in Hindustani, we have this bass flute,
Yeah.
And I was fascinated with the bass sound of this instrument.
Yeah.
That's what pulled me towards this
Yes.
instrument,
Yeah.
The 31 inches bass flute, the sound quality and the tonal quality.
Yeah.
That is what drew me towards that, Yeah, Hindustani, yes.
Yeah. And there is something I'm fascinated. To produce that sound, there are many things that I want to ask, because this is such a fascinating area for me. Can anybody produce that sound, or is it only?
No, I have come across many people, they have the talent. And some of them who don't have the talent but still they have the passion. They have started it and they are doing very well.
Yeah.
Yes. It is also like, you see, I think it comes with sadhana,
Yes.
Yeah. Sadhana, you have to keep on practicing. You have to say it's never ending journey,
Yes.
You have to keep on working towards it, Yeah.
The thing is, for me, to produce a particular sound or a tune or anything, you already need to know that.
Yes. So that's why little bit of vocal knowledge is very important.
Yeah.
Singing.
So you need to know how to produce.
Yeah, if you know what is singing is, how
Yeah.
you sing,
Yeah.
Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. So the same thing you're producing on the flute also.
Yes.
So if you know a little bit of singing, a basic knowledge about singing, and a little bit about ragas, it's particularly the golden rule is you have to sing through your flute. So singing is very important.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many people who come to study with me and say they want to have basic lessons and everything, I tell them to first listen to singing or learn a little bit, few months of singing, Yeah. That will help them to develop the flute instrument, Yes.
So, for example, if somebody doesn't have the talent in them, but they do a lot of practice,
Yes.
can they produce the same magic?
They can. It's possible.
Yeah?
Yes.
It is possible.
It is possible, yes.
But
we don't know, till we don't reach one stage, we don't even know whether we are talented or not talented, It's a very big question. We have to just keep following the path,
That's true.
Before just taking the first step, we can't say that we have reached the destination, We have to keep on striving for that.
Yeah.
So it is possible.
It is possible.
Yes, it is possible. Yes.
For me,
it is sooner or later. It will take some time. Maybe it will take some more time. Or maybe you can't, you may not be achieving according to your expectations or expectations of your teacher. But still, you can go a long way.
Yes. And also, in the process of creating the music, something also shifts inside, something transforms inside.
Many things happen. Yes, you like to be more quiet. You have to develop that silence, and many things you become more calm. And again, I can say this is like a pranayama.
Yes.
This really helps your breathing.
Yes, of course.
Many of my students who were asthmatic and some small kids who came to study flute with me, that asthma has gone. So it's very therapeutic,
Yeah.
It helps you in a lot of ways, especially with the emotional turbulence if you have, depression and all those things. If you play a musical instrument and if you have a flute with you, you don't have to go to all this.
All the therapies.
Yeah. You just, it is so emotionally collected and connected to you.
Wow.
Yes, if you want to express something, if you can't say something to something, it is you can say it through your ragas, So that's a very beautiful thing about your flute.
By chance, if you are going through a mental turmoil, can you play with the same effect, or
initially a few minutes it becomes difficult.
Yeah.
Like now you see I have come from the city here driving.
Yes.
There was a big turmoil because of the traffic.
Yeah.
But the moment I played few notes,
yes,
and I'm in this atmosphere, it really calmed me down.
Yes.
So that really helps, changes everything. Yeah. After a few minutes you settle down.
Everything.
Yes.
The murky water settles and the clear water comes up. Yes. So that means like. Somewhere deep down you are carrying a constant calmness inside.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. It can be momentarily disturbed, but it can you can reach there again and again.
Yes.
To get there itself is a sadhana. Yes. It's not an easy place to get there.
You have to keep striving for it.
Yes.
You have to keep striving for it.
How long did you practice each day in earlier, how many hours or how many?
There was no time frame.
Earlier in
we used to start in the morning, keep on practicing till late afternoon, then go for lunch. Just maybe 1 or 2 hours of gap. And again start till the end of the day. Again maybe a small break.
Yeah.
And again go back to your practice. And then listening is also a very important part, Attending concerts, listening to various masters, going to concerts, and then studying the different ragas, So that also takes a long time,
Yeah.
So apart from your sadhana time, whatever you're spending on your practicing, you have to always follow your teacher, listen to good music, attend concerts, another part of learning. Yeah, that's it. If you want to be a performer, attending concerts and that's a treasure of India. There's so many beautiful concerts happening in India.
Yes.
So attending that magical music moments, I think that will really help you to develop your music. Yeah, that's one thing.
How important is the role of the teacher here?
Very important. Teacher is everything.
Yes.
If you don't have a teacher, you take the wrong path. It is only through Guru who will guide you the proper way.
Yes.
Because if you are playing especially the basic guidance of Guru is very important. If you mess up in the beginning, if you're playing a wrong rag, if you're playing a wrong note, if you're off note, you're not proper, all that misguidance, and if you continue developing those wrong habits, then afterwards you cannot reach very far.
Yeah.
Guru is absolutely important, The most prominent thing is getting the proper gharana in the Guru. That's the most important thing. Without that, there is nothing.
Wow. And your father was your Guru.
Yes.
How comfortable or how difficult was it to be with father and the Guru at the same time?
No, I was very comfortable with him. He was very friendly, and he used to explain me so many things, especially in the night, because we have a small stationery business. So once we finished that, we used to sit in the night, and I used to keep on asking questions after questions, and he kept on answering me. So that really helped me a lot. And I had my father had a beautiful relationship with my dad, especially in terms of flute. Yes, I also make my flutes for my dad.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful relationship, and it was very comfortable. Yeah. And then he is the person who told me about my Guruji also, Nityanand Haldipur, and he sent me to Guruji.
Yeah,
the person.
And when it comes to pure teaching, was he a taskmaster? Was he strict, or was he very flexible with you?
I think he was very flexible with me because I took it very seriously. He never had to tell me. He just had to guide me,
Okay.
Okay, do this, and I used to go on my own, He never had to force me. Okay. Initially, yes, when we were kids, we wanted to go and play in the playground, and Sundays he never used to leave us out till you don't practice the harmonium or sing a little bit. And then sometimes he used to pull us to the concert, which were a little reluctant because it is late night concert sometimes. So other than that, I think we had a very beautiful relationship. So it was a very relaxed way of learning with him. Yeah.
So sometimes the concerts would go like 3 hours.
Yes, always.
It's very normal.
Indian music concerts, 3.5 hours is a normal concert.
First hour is only for warm up, in a way.
Yes. Yeah. Nowadays we have to do everything in 1 hour.
Yes, I know. Like I used to go to the Palace Dasra music concerts.
That was one of the most important places where I got influence with my music also.
Yeah.
That concerts what they used to have, invite all the stalwarts of Indian classical music.
Yes.
That was a golden opportunity for people from musicians, the learners from Mysore.
Yeah.
One is Mysore Palace. And then you have this Ganapati Ashram. Then you have this music, all the top stalwarts of Indian classical music come and perform there. That's a boon for us.
I have seen, my grandfather used to take me, and there would be one musician playing the whole evening.
Yes, evening.
Now there are 3 musicians playing.
Musicians
before they get ready, the second one is already
on the stage. Yes.
Now somehow it doesn't feel like sitting in a music concert.
Yes.
And also for my experiences, I used to go there, sit there. They will be playing and getting ready. It will also make us ready, and then they will take us. And then by the time it finishes, on the way back home, we will be like feeling like so energized, so high. It would be so beautiful. Does that still happen? That kind of concerts?
It happens
in Mysore.
It happens. It happens. We have to look for it. We have to go to the right concert,
Yeah.
It happens.
It does happen.
Yes.
Is it in private?
Also in private, and even it depends upon where which musician is performing and which audience.
Organization.
If the organization says you have to finish it in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
The artist has no other choice, But if he is given the proper time, and if he is given the whole stage, and this evening is yours, so you have beautiful concerts still. Yes.
Now, for an artist, for people like you, if you want to perform for 3 hours, apart from playing, being stable in the same place is not an easy thing. Is there anything that you do to sit sit down, or any exercises or any mental preparations or anything?
Mental preparation is more than that. We always sit on the floor. It's on the practice.
Yeah.
That's one of the basics of if you want to practice your instrument, Indian musical instruments. Sitting on the floor is the basic thing first.
Yes.
So we keep on always sit on the floor and practice. So that always prepares us for the stage performance. So sometimes we are sitting for 2.5 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah.
We feel more energetic after the concert. We don't get exhausted after we play. So that's a very beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Say if I play a 2.5 to 3 hours of flute concert, I feel very relaxed and very good after that. Yes.
But if you play like in a 1 hour concert or anything, how does that affect?
That is also okay. Depends upon if there is a music festival, then these days we are just given 45 minutes. And and we have to show whatever we have to do within that time frame, you know.
Yeah.
So we have to be ready for that also.
Yes.
We have to adapt ourselves, you know. Yes. Yeah.
And how does it influence your life when it comes to living in the market? Music, how does it help you or affect you in a way?
Music, especially because I grew up in Mysore.
Yes.
I was born in Calcutta, and Mysore used to be a quiet and a calm place.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that was fine. And then in and around Mysore, you have such beautiful places. You have so much of greenery and so much of space is there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was fine. You know, that was not an issue.
Okay. So if it was a bigger city or
no, it's okay. Like my Guruji is in Bombay. He's only maybe such a noisy city, everything, but he has maintained his composure, maintained his calmness. Yeah. He's so quiet, and his music, it reflects in his music, you know.
So in a way, the music can be your refuge.
Yes, I know. It'll always.
So you go into the music, and whatever noise or disturbance, you are free from it.
You're free from it.
Wow. If somebody not like you, because you are born into the family with who are in music.
No, I was born, but one thing is that my dad was not insisting me to take this as a full time.
Yeah, but you were like constantly on your ears.
I was there, but still that because Mysore was not what you say. It was not a hub for Hindustani music. You know, when my father started playing the flute, maybe he was one of the first person. To introduce the flute to South India.
Yes.
Yeah. So then that getting the quality flute, finding a good instrument, all this way a lot of challenges are there. We always have to depend on Calcutta supply or Bombay. So these were some few things were there.
Yeah. And for you it was not that such a big challenge when you were growing up?
It was a challenge, you know. That's why, you know, because my dad always used to struggle to get good instruments and find flutes and everything. I started making my own instruments, you know. Okay. I started crafting my own flutes. So the blessings of my dad and my Guruji. Yeah, so those things were there.
How do you make a flute? Like is it like a bamboo?
Yeah, it's a bamboo flute. Yes, it's a special bamboo which comes from Assam. Okay. I go and hand pick that. Those bamboos are all picked up by me, and I bring it with me along with me. And then the research starts. You know, I've been also maybe working. I have almost spent again, you can say 30-35 years on my making flutes.
Making flutes.
Yeah, still I'm doing it. You know, it's still not finished.
So you need to get the exact
measurement, exact bamboo, and then the diameter. You know, I have like bamboos right from 12 inches to 42 inches.
42 inches.
42 inches. Yes.
Wow. So that would be a full thing to play, like a bigger instrument.
It's usually we use it for the alap, you know, for the introduction. Yeah. Deep and sonorous bass sound.
Yes.
So I play that also.
Okay. So other than the material, what else is there in the making of a flute?
Making of a flute, you need a good bamboo for that. Then it has to be properly seasoned. And then before making an instrument, you need to be a good musician first. Yes. Because you should know the dynamics and the notes and how to fine tune it. So these are the subtleties we should know. So if you are a better player, then you can complement in your making also.
So you need to season it in a way to make it the way.
After we cut the bamboos and everything, it has to be seasoned for a few years. Yeah, bamboo has to be dried, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So it should not be green, you know. It should be this color.
Yeah.
Almost it comes to this thing.
Yep. And these holes which brings different notes. Is it in a particular measurement?
Yes, it has a measurement.
It has a measurement.
Yes, it's very scientific.
Okay.
It has a measurement. Yes.
And like if you take any piece of bamboo, season it well, and according to the measurement, if you drill holes, it makes the sound, or
no, that will not work.
So there is something.
Yes, you need some expertise for that.
Yes. So you have to have a certain kind of understanding.
Yes.
A relationship with the bamboo.
With your playing, and also you know, like what you need from the bamboo.
Yes.
You should all know it before you make the bamboo flute, you know.
Wow. It's kind of like a meditation in a way.
It is another journey, you know.
Yeah.
The way you spend your time practicing your flute, playing your ragas, the same you have to put making the flute also.
Wow.
Yes. It is another journey, you know.
Yes. Yeah. It's like something. It's not just a bamboo.
No, no.
It cannot be.
No. This is very deceptive,
Yeah.
So we always say it's just a bamboo, but the whole world is inside the bamboo. That's the thing.
Wow. Sometimes I have heard people say, this is the outer flute and this is the inner flute.
Yes.
Because what you produce through that is already inside you.
Yes.
And you have to tap into that.
Yes.
Like for me, like when you played now, when I listened, as I was listening, the sound I hear that and I see things like kind of like colors and mountains and things starts to come alive here. When you play, what kind of state you are in? Is it like just quiet, or you are like in the tune, in the music?
In the music.
Yes.
Once you are quiet, once you get into the music,
Yeah.
and slowly, even if the audience is there, initially we are very conscious who's sitting, who's watching us, who's listening to us. Once we start playing and once you go into the raga and the music, I think it takes over,
Wow.
The tabla and the music, the tanpura along with it.
Yeah.
Yes. It all merges,
It all merges, and you are creating and you are listening.
Yes.
It's all.
It's like a composer on the stage,
Yeah.
You're a composer also.
Yeah.
When you're sitting and creating music, you're composing on the stage. So
Yes.
that's the beauty of music, Indian music.
How it differs, like playing in with a group of musicians like tabla, harmonium, tampura, and playing solo. How
Solo is usually, you see, this flute has been designed, Indian flute has been designed for playing flute, solo.
Solo.
So tabla is accompaniment for the rhythm and everything.
Yeah.
And then we have a tanpura. So that's the thing,
Yes.
It's that is called solo music.
Yeah.
And sometimes we also do a duet with a singer
Yes.
or with a sitar player
Yeah.
or with different instruments.
Different instrument.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe a violin or a sarod
yes,
or a.
yes. But if you are playing a solo instrument, it gives you 100% freedom to express yourself. No disturbance from anything. You don't have to listen to some other sound and then adjust to it.
Yes.
You are just flowing with your music,
Yeah.
So that is a great advantage if you are playing a solo music. Yeah. There is no interruption.
No interruption,
Yes, you're
no
completely
influence.
flowing. Yes.
So you have a freedom to be
Freedom to, yes.
yourself with the music.
Yeah.
And how does it affect your emotional state? Like when you are, maybe it's a happiness or a devotion or different kinds of emotions.
Devotion is always attached to a flute.
Yes.
Devotion is always there.
Yeah.
And then it depends upon the various ragas we are playing. Some ragas give you some happiness, some ragas is very somber, some ragas give you a deep feeling of separation. So a lot of emotional things are going on. So many rasas are there,
Yeah.
You are going through all those rasas.
Yes. So whatever the music you have, composition you have chosen to play, that connected emotion will. Yeah. So that may also help you to switch from emotion to emotion at will.
At will, yes.
Yep.
That is also there. Yes.
The same thing happens in life. When you
the way it happens in life.
Yeah.
The same thing happens with your music also.
Yeah.
Like when it's like a river, it's flowing through many places,
Yes.
Somewhere it has a turbulence, somewhere it's flowing very calmly, somewhere it is just again, it goes very fast.
Yeah.
So it's like a river,
Yes, true. Wow, it's beautiful. If anybody want to learn flute or any other musical instruments, anything that you would like to tell them, like they have to prepare in any way or anything?
The best thing is many people come to me, they say, if I want to start flute, I want to start music. I say, just start singing. Or if you want to play the flute, have a flute with you, learn how to hold it the proper way. Start playing the scales. Start blowing the flute,
Yeah.
So that's the best start we can give. Yes, that's the best beginning you can do for if you want to start flute. Just have a good, first nicely handmade good instrument and learn little basics from a nice proper teacher. And start. That's the journey begins from there. Yes, and you don't have to have too much such very long targets. You just have to have short targets. Okay, I want to play the scale. I just want to enjoy my music.
Yes.
Not too much of expectations initially. If you already have too much of expectations and then it comes crashing down, you get disappointed, you get depressed, and this is not for me. No, not necessary. Have a flute in your bag.
Yep.
And start blowing some notes whenever you have time. Start with 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and start listening to the great masters. That's a way to start.
But for somebody like me, who I have struggled in producing a sound like the basic sa re ga ma pa da ni.
Okay.
I can't get it.
No, you can get it. You try it. I will help you with that. You can get it.
I would love to, because one of my dreams is to sing, because not for I'm not interested in giving a concert or anything, but that magic I want to learn. There is something about singing that I listen to music and I cry.
Okay.
It really touches me very deeply, but I'm trying to reproduce it. And
it's possible if you have the proper guidance. If you learn the basics properly, that will take you a long way. That will help you to grow with your music.
Okay.
Yes.
So that way, anybody who has a very strong interest or determination can learn.
Definitely they can learn.
Yes, that's good. That's very good to hear. Now, have you basically worked in Mysore or concerts, or you have traveled outside?
Traveled outside also.
Yeah.
Yes. Worked in Mysore. Keep going to Mumbai, Calcutta, everywhere.
Yeah. And during the COVID season, how did that
COVID
affect?
season is, there is a big shift now.
Yes.
I don't know, especially, I think it was a very difficult period, especially for artists, because we artists, we find a pleasure when we perform a concert. We get inspired when we keep meeting our students and we keep sharing, we keep seeing our teacher. So all this has stopped from now. Yeah, that is that. So that we are really missing that,
In a sense, like your expression is cut off.
Expression is cut off. Yes.
The COVID
we have to. I think this COVID situation has really changed the music scenario, especially for art.
Yeah.
So let's see in future how it shapes up into.
I hope it's coming to an end in a sense, like it's changing.
Yes.
Because.
And the beauty of our music was, it brings everybody together.
Yeah.
We are sitting 50 to 60 people, 100 people, or 500 people are sitting in auditorium. We see each other, we greet each other, and we meet so many musicians.
Yeah.
We get a chance to see a musician from outside Mysore, outside India. Many things are happening.
Yes.
So all that happening, all that action is stopped now.
Also, you used to have foreign students.
Yes, a lot of Western students. This is again a part of yoga,
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah.
And that yoga, and then Sanskrit,
devotion, chanting.
It's all the part of the
bhajans,
world,
everything.
Yes.
So even that has stopped in the recent days. Like it's like all the possible expressions, all that flow has been
because
disturbed.
This is yoga is it was just not about asanas. It is a community.
Yeah, it was.
You were there in the community. I am there in the community.
Yeah, we were all there.
We are all there in the community.
Yeah.
Yes. Now we feel a little bit cut off from everything. We're missing our friends.
Yeah. Do you have any students who are performing in Mysore or?
Yes, there are few students who are performing, who are playing very good flute. Yes.
And you also have students abroad.
Yes, many students are there. Many musicians are there, and a couple of 5-6 students who are very good. Orchestra, silver flutist. So they all come and learn, study with me.
Yeah.
It's a universal thing.
Yes. That's the one thing.
It doesn't have any barrier, From South America to North America to Europe, it goes everywhere.
Yeah. Especially the bamboo is very unique to India.
Yes.
But there are other places also.
They have in South America.
Yeah.
You have the kenna.
Yeah.
You have flutes everywhere. You have flute in China, you have flute in Japan, shakuhachi.
Yes,
bamboo flute is connected all over the world.
Yeah, shakuhachi is a very popular,
Japanese instrument.
Yeah. Have you tried any other Western music in any way?
Western music I have not tried because I am already so much engrossed in my classical music and still so much to learn.
Yes.
I still feel there's very little I've achieved with whatever time I have given. So
That's-
this is the thing. I've interacted with many Western musicians.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah. We find a common platform and worked with some jazz musicians.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But there is still so much deep to go in our Indian classical music.
Yes, yes, yes.
We're still exploring those possibilities,
Indian classical music is a never-ending.
No, basically any
yes.
music, You
Yeah.
always have to keep learning.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also because this is so close to devotion and meditation.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a vast area.
It's a vast area.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Now, the meditation comes very close to music.
Mm-hmm.
And our master used to always say, you become a musician and you are in meditation.
Yes. Yes.
That's how we used to always say.
Yes.
Because as you were saying that it takes you into a certain space.
Yes.
That space, it takes so much effort to create that space in any other art form or in any way.
Yes.
Music helps very easily for that part.
Yes.
Other than your teacher in Mumbai and your father, any other musicians who have made an impact on you?
My sitar maestro, Ustad Abdul Halim Jafar Khan Sahab,
Uh-huh.
one of the greatest legendary sitar maestros.
Yeah.
So he was the person who made one of the greatest impacts.
Oh.
He was a sitar maestro who used to visit my house and very close to my dad and my family. So he was one of the greatest influencers. He influenced me so much with music. And because of his love and affection and encouragement, he put me on the stage and gave me so much of confidence. Yes. So my whole perspective of music changed, Yeah, a great influence.
You should be lucky to be in
Yes.
so
Very
close
fortunate.
contact
Yes. Yes.
with these amazing masters there.
Yes.
Like, and they are pure magicians.
Yes.
It's like unbelievable.
Yes.
Because I have seen few greats in Mysore because of the palace programs
Yes.
and other places like the big names of India.
Yeah.
And just being there and to be in such close proximity is unbelievable.
Yes.
To be with them, they carry certain kind of like how to say aura around them.
Yes. Yes.
How is it to be with these kind of people? As like of course you are also a musician and he is also a musician, but from your own feeling, like what do you feel when you are there with these kind of people?
Especially when I'm with my teacher, my master, it's a very beautiful feeling. Forget about playing the flute. If I see my teacher and talk to him for a few minutes, that itself is magic for me. That itself is so musical for me. I don't have to learn anything from him.
Yeah.
Such a great master and such a kind and such a loving person.
Wow.
So just being with your guru
Uh-huh.
and being around him,
Yes.
that's enough. That itself is music. That itself is meditation for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are so loving and so caring. It's
What's
very
the
fortunate.
quality of a student?
Student patience and dedication.
Dedication.
Yeah. This we need to keep patience. Yes. What I am going to get next. Why he is not giving me anything. Why I am not able to progress very fast.
Yeah.
So we have to wait.
Wow.
Yeah. If you have the patience, everything will come. Yes. You have to just surrender to the teacher. This is the whole philosophy of Indian music. Just surrender to your right teacher. It's not even right, destiny will decide for your teacher. So you just surrender to him and just leave it to him and all the magic will happen. We start questioning him, we start arguing with him, we start feeling that we know too much. That's where all the confusion starts.
Oh, this is such a beautiful thing because like for us we don't have that as you said, patience or humility to
Yes.
accept that he knows better than
That is
me.
the thing. It's the easiest way of learning actually.
Yeah.
It's very easy because he has everything and he will give you everything.
Yes.
Only thing is we have to wait and we have to be ready for that.
I have found, I think I have done it and I have realized that I have done it and I have corrected myself, but I have seen people doing this, criticizing the teacher, criticizing the master.
That is a curse actually. You keep talking about your teacher.
Yeah.
It's the biggest sin.
Yes.
You just cannot question him.
Absolutely.
They are like your parents, no?
Yes.
They are like your mother.
Yeah.
Will mother do something wrong with you? No chance.
No.
Yeah, she can't do it.
Yes.
She will give everything, whatever she has.
Yeah.
So these are the greatness of our, and we are so fortunate
Yes.
in this beautiful land. We have such great masters.
Yes.
We just have to accepting us and just surrendering to them is the greatest thing. Forget about playing like them or copying them or learning anything from them.
Yeah, that comes later.
Yes, that comes later. You just have to
accept
it.
him
That's enough.
or the teacher, whoever, him or her,
Yes.
as the one who gives you what you want.
Yes.
And
Everything else is taken care by the master. In our system,
yes.
he will take care of you. He will take care of your food. He will take care of all the needs.
Yes.
You don't have to question anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And somebody who has 100% faith in art, he will never suffer. That's for sure.
True. That's very
100% you have to give it.
Yes.
Even if you have 1% doubt, then it will not come.
The doubt destroys everything.
Complete surrender is important.
Yes. The trust
Trust.
is so important.
Yes.
And to be able to trust somebody is such a wonderful quality.
Yeah.
Because many of us, we cannot do that. Because we start to find faults.
This is where all the confusion starts again.
Yeah.
I'm telling.
That's such a wonderful revelation for all of us to learn and understand that I want something and he has that something,
Yes. Yes.
and how I can take it from him, receive it from him.
Yes.
I have no right. He has to give it to me.
He has to give it. It is the Guru's blessings, That's the most important thing.
And sometimes I don't even know what I want.
Yeah, that's the thing. The master knows.
Yes.
The master knows.
He knows, he sees, he gives it at the right time.
Yes.
I have to be there only as a receiver,
That's it.
waiting.
That's it.
Wow. This is exactly what every seeker
Yes.
should learn and hear and
Yes.
prepare themselves. That's the only thing we can do.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for saying this. It's such a wonderful thing to many of us to hear this part because it's necessary.
Yes.
And a guru will not tell you come and sit down and learn and be a receiver. And
Tomorrow, if you tell your guru that I am going to another teacher, he will actually laugh at you.
Yes.
Because he knows that you are very foolish. You will get nothing. You keep on seeking everywhere, you get nothing. He knows it.
And also the foolishness is what making me go somewhere else.
Yeah, that is the thing. Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
The moment a teacher says that I don't know anything, you go to somebody else, actually he's fooling you. Yeah. He's actually throwing you out.
Yes.
That's the best way of doing it.
Wow. Do you think even in this modern lifestyle, there are students like that available?
Yes.
Yeah?
They are there.
They are there.
Yes.
Because I don't doubt that gurus are not there. There are gurus like
Gurus
that.
also are there, and students also are there. Students are there.
Wow. So that's such an amazing thing that we can learn.
Like, if say 50 people start flute lessons,
Yes.
out of that 5 or 10 will remain, Out of that again, you'll have 2 students
Yes.
who really want to stay till the end,
Yes.
Yes. And those students will stay after that also. They will continue that.
Yes.
That filtration is
That
always...
filtration will be there. It has to happen.
It has to happen.
Because the best has to be selected in the form of... so you have to be the best to get the best.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. A small request. Can you play a small note to end this interview?
Yes.
It's like
Yes.
for me, it's a chance to listen to you. It's really beautiful. Thank you so much. It's
pleasure.
wonderful
Thank you, Kumar.
listening to you and talking to you.
My pleasure.
And
Thank you.
thanks for coming and thanks for spending some time with us.
Very kind of you.
Most welcome.
To see more inner journeys, please like, share, and subscribe. Press the bell icon to get notifications.